Hi everyone. So continuing our discussion regarding the data cleaning preparation topic. So let's talk about the string manipulation, which is very important. And let's first plot the libraries which we are going to use. The first one is we are creating a string, and it's a B one three characterized within separated by commas. And how to split that? So there are various inbuilt functions. There are functions we can use using the RE, right? And regular expression, that is RE stand for regular expression. And also there are the string functions available within the pandas. So let's see how to split that. So your string plus dot split is and the in the quotation how you would like to split. So like in this case we have a commas separated, and as you can see these are splitted and created a list here. One thing to notice in the third there is a space, right? So only where there is a comma, it's split it into the three different words. What if you want to remove, or means do more data cleaning if there are spaces, and that usually happen if there data in the real time data, right? And for this, let's create a list comprehension. So what I'm doing, I'm again working on this list, right? Getting one by one, each element one by one, and using the R strip. R strip used to remove the spaces, right? So let's run this. And in this case, if you'll observe the third one, there is no space before and after the word. You can use, again, there are three elements you can store into the three, and also in the string, you can do the concatenation with the plus sign, plus whatever you want in between. So in this case, A plus please. But the better way to join with any of the separators, right? Whether it's a plus, pipe. So you can use the dot join function using the on the word, right? It's a more Pythonic way to do the same task. What if you want to check whether the particular substring is available? So you can use in operator in this, right? A in sub true, and also you can use the index find. So what happened in the index? So it will give you the first pattern, right? With the position of the first pattern. So the comma is available on the 0 1, right? That's why the one is, and let's find the colon. So it is not available, so by default it will give you the -1. So if it is available, then let's if we try comma, right, it will give 1. Also, if you try the same thing with the index, the value which is not available, it will throw an error, substring not found, instead of giving any -1 or any value. You can count using the count function how many elements or the pattern is available, like comma is available two times. You can also again use the replace the old value with the new value, right? Right, we want to make 3, it will be 3. Regular expression. So regular expression is used for pattern matching, substitution, and splitting, right? You have to import using RE, import RE, and this is the text. And as we know, we want to, there are spaces, right, to separate these words. And let's do the split. So RE dot split, and using what, how you, how the split is being done, and on which text. So better way to use the RE regular expression is to, so what happened is first compile this part and then do the split, right? So there's always the best industries was standard is you first create your REX regular expression, REGEX. With this, I want to check with this, and then use the function. So it will be way better. You will save a lot of CPU cycles. Same output. There is a function called find all. So what it will find all the pattern matching in the given text. So in this case, you can see there is a space, right? There is a tab T two times. Let's move to the next. We have a text It contains the name and the email ID, and this is the pattern we want to search. So what is this? So this is nothing in the pattern. It is A to Z or number dot underscore your ampersand plus minus plus the at the rate, and then again the domain name, and plus the .com or .co. It should be in between 2 to 3. Right, let's compile this pattern. So it will ignore the cases, so it will be case insensitive, and let's find all. So it matches the pattern in this text and give us the results, like we saw all the email IDs, and the search will do rx.search. So it's going to check the first instance, right? And let me do that. So if in the rs search, in the m means the search, what I'm doing is just giving the start or the end, the first instance of the matching string. Next, the match will do. It will only check at the starting. If the first is not the match, then it will return the none. You can replace using this sub function. You can replace if something got matched with the text. So in this case, Dave, the email ID, and you can do anything, replace with anything. The let's in the pattern I have just added here the brackets, which will again the new pattern, right? It will group means if the email ID is there, so first pattern was the username, then the domain, right? And then suffix. Find all for all this, all the given email IDs. Suffix again, you can create a pattern. How do you want to see the results at in this Dave, right? The first one, the username, the first, second will be domain, third is the suffix of the given text. Similarly, there are functions which are available in the pandas too. So let's create again the same data. So it's a dictionary, Dave, the name and the email IDs, and let's create a series using that dictionary. And let's check whether there is any. So you can see in the third one there is any. The email ID is not present, right? And you can also use the contain to check whether the given text is subtext is available in the text. Whether Gmail is text, yes, it's available in two, right here and here. So that's why it's two others. We NA is NA and the false it is not available, does not match. Similarly, you can use find all. It gave you the same checking on the same pattern and same result, and it is giving the list. So you can just put a first element and it will give the same result set. If you want to use the extra, it will return a data frame, the same values. So it is the index and these are the column and the same values which returned as the data frame. So for this we have used the extract. Categorical, we have seen this in the last videos also. So again, let's create a series, and this is the values and this is the dimension. So what happens, we want to map this dimension to the value, and we have to use what function? We have to use text, right? So, or we can convert into the categorical. So let's create a, if you want to convert these values into a dimension, you can use take, right? And let's create a new fruit and lens, fruit and n, and also create using that create a data frame. So what we have here is these data frame, the basket IDs, which is nothing but a range 0 to n. N is what 8, right? 0 to 7, it will get the values. Fruits we already have multiply by 2, right? 8 values. Count, we are just getting a random numbers from within 8, right? And the weight is again the random from the uniform data set, uniform distribution 0 to 4, size and 8 values. And let's take the fruit column and use as a, so what we'll do, we'll create this as a category, right? So let's see, so you can see the data type has been converted into categories. Categories, you can also check what are the categories available. Code, how many codes? So 0, 1, what do you mean by 0, 1? 0, 1 is nothing but the two type. We have only apple and orange, right? So if you want to see what are the categories, you can go ahead and run the keyword categories. So why do we use the categories? Because the competition is very fast compared to the other data types. If you have the data type in categories. So let's create 1,000 draws, right? And bin PD cut is nothing. It will divide all your data into the four intervals, right? Quantiles, and the intervals are nothing but these are the four intervals, right? You can name it Q1, Q2, Q3, Q4. This is the same thing, only just I've added the labels. This is the code, and the category is what? Q1 to Q4. And you can create a series, and using a series we can, what is a good thing about this, you can create a group with the series, right? So just to understand this line code, we have taken the draws, the 1,000 values grouped using the bins. We have how many category we have to bins? Four. Aggregated means created the columns with count, minimum, maximum, and reset the index. So this is the data frame, right? The four quantiles counts, right? This sum up to 1,000, the minimum and maximum in the Q1, Q2, Q3. And to again, just to close up the category parts, you can convert any of the columns or series into the categories using as type dot category, like as type dot int dot float. Similarly, and the codes represent the all the values. Category represent the indexes, the types, right? And you can do uh, functions like value counts on it. Also, we have seen the last video regarding the dummy variable. So this is majorly used for the data in the machine learning and the modeling, where let's say you have a categories and you want to convert into the how many categories are there? The four. So you want to convert each category as a separate column and gives the value 0, 1, right? So like this. So in this case, the first one was A, right? So A is 1, all are 0. So that's how you can convert the into categories. So what we have discussed in this one, so we how to clean the data, right? In the previous video, how to see the outline, how to find the missing values, change the missing value, fill those missing values, and also we have seen the categorical, the competition with categories, the string functions, right? The regular expression library. So this is on the very basic high level, and we'll now move into the next part of doing more grouping into the data set of the available data set before we move to the visualizations. Thank you.